quiet. I'm just like, we don't have like I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's not their plan though.
I'm actually tired of hearing about what's happened before. What are we doing to move forward? That's the biggest thing.
That's not their plan. They're planning how to just talk.
That's all. I'm actually tired of talking. We on this Zoom and we haven't. I'm just like, I was just listening in. I'm like, I've been on this Zoom for an hour and a half, and I have not heard not one solution. I just heard about the past glories and what was done before. Mm-hmm. So what are we talking about here? You know, Liberians do talk too a little bit too much.
All right, today we're here. Welcome back to Inner Frost, man. We're here today. We're talking about a very, very exciting thing that's about to take place in Liberia in December, man. The Diaspora people that did the conference in D.C., they decided doing something in Liberia. So they have a guest here today that's going to tell us about what they doing. Because I want to really know what really going on. So we got Nick's here today, and then we have my co-host. Introduce yourself. They probably know you already.
Good time, JT, host with the most.
I'm Smitty.
The princess.
The Don. You know, the Don.
Yes. So today we're gonna kind of dive into this conversation, right? The Diaspora people that did that conference. For me, I went to the conference, right? You was at the conference, right?
I was. I spoke at the conference.
Yes. That was great. So go ahead and introduce yourself so we can.
Okay. My name is Anushka Wright. I'm first generation Liberian. I was born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am from Grand Jita County. I am a Crown woman, and I am here to represent the Diaspora Annual Return 2025. This is the second annual year, so I think it's time for us to get the word out there.
Okay.
What inspired creating the Diaspora Annual Return for us, if you can give us that detail?
Yes, I think that's a great question. So the first, I definitely want to say how December is always like a great time.
Dead Sea December
is always a great time in Liberia, and a lot of our people go back home to Liberia.
We did Decemberies.
The Decemberies, yes. So basically, I believe that what we want to do is we want to give a title to what the Decemberies is going towards, right? Mm-hmm. Not just for a good time and enjoyment, but for us to also go back home to start investing and rebuilding our nation. You know, Liberia is not just for a good time; it's our home, and it's time for us to, really cultivate our society and our economy and our livelihood.
And what ways are you guys looking forward to connecting the Liberian descendants living in the States and the Liberian descendants living back home in Liberia? Because even before we started, it seems like kind of got a heated debate on, what we should be doing back here in America, how America's not genuinely our home, and how we should be catering. And I do feel like you guys are I agree with you to some extent. Liberians in America do treat America like home, and then going back to Liberia is a vacation. Mm-hmm. We met some girl recently. She was Nigerian, and she was talking about going home to Nigeria. I'm sorry. And she was saying how she was scared or something. Mm. And my friend who's Ghanaian has said something like, well, you shouldn't be scared when you're home.
That's right.
And when she said that, I was like, yeah, I never really look at it like that because I was raised in America for most of my life and such. Right.
Yeah.
I believe the reason why we are connecting towards the diaspora alongside the government, this is an official government launch program event, right? That they're hosting along with the diaspora office within Liberia. And the reason why we're connecting is because we see there's a need. And where there's a need, there's an opportunity within Liberia.
What needs do you see? Where do you think we're falling short? Tell us about ourselves.
I believe we all here with Liberians, so
right. We could be as honest as possible.
I was about to say, I think we all can understand that there's a huge deficit within Liberia, not only within our economy, within the top 10, third world most impoverished countries, Liberia, I believe it's number 4 or 5. Don't quote me, but I believe
in the whole world,
in the whole entire world.
Number 4.
Yes. So we understand there's a need in Liberia. So that goes with our economical structure. That goes within our educational structure, and of course this is entertainment, and within our entertainment industry as well. There's a deficit where we can go in and create initiatives and projects in order for us to propel and basically move the needle. You touched on the Nigerian girl, how she goes back home and maybe she's afraid, but she knows the importance of what going back home is. And, me and Joel was just speaking here and saying how we understand that us being here in America, we have the opportunity, the privilege to be blessed to be here in America, that it's time for us to gather the SOPs, what I like to call it, the standard operation procedures of an organization, and take it back home to really grow. And it's not just the government. Sometimes we blame so much of our corruption or quote unquote corruption, or, the government responsibility to build our roads, to build our hospitals, to build our schools, our educational system. But we have so many health instructors, we have so many teachers, we have so many superintendents. And of course, just recently, shout out to, the most recently elected sheriff, and of course, our newly elected mayor of Darby. We have Liberians that are now in power, right? So we have the knowledge to what needs to be done within Liberia.
Right.
So like I just like all these things you just said just now, right? But me, I'm trying to figure out, right, with the Diaspora, because we was at the conference, right? And the conference, the conference was a lot of just talking, right?
Okay.
And they said the idea behind the conference is for us to come to the conference, for us to all sit down to the table and have a conversation. Mm-hmm. We thought that they was going to come to the conference with a plan that we all would be a part of executing the plan, not to come to talk about what we all think in this, because we've been talking for a long time. Okay. As Liberians, I think one problem we keep talking about, right, is that this war, everybody talking about this war that happened.
Yikes.
But what started this war in Liberia was the same Liberian people. The American people came. They was doing good things for us. They came. They lined the people up. They did what they did to the people. Boom. They brought country people. They made country people become president. All type of how that country just literally scattered, right? Mm. It started from us. We Liberian people, we got to understand the roots of the problem in order for us to solve the problem. And so let's keep trying to blame people and try to just continue to focus on the problem, not trying to work towards a solution. So this Diaspora thing that's happening, I was in Liberia last year, right? And I was there, not seeing what was happening with it, right? So what are you guys going to do different this year than what you did last year?
That's good. That's good. That's a great dissection of how our Liberian country has gotten to where it is, right? JT, do you want to come in for a second? I know Joel has threw me a question.
No, for me, because for me, like,
I like the question more so is give an example of a plan that you guys have in place right now moving forward.
What's the plan?
Yeah, he wants to know what is the call to action that's being done.
Because we tired of everybody just talking. We tired of people just meeting us, going places and just having conversations now.
I think the call to action really is people finding out the importance of coming back home and investing. I feel like when I was watching, because I wasn't able to go to to DC because I was out of town. So when I was watching different people speaking, when I was watching you speak, it seemed like we're just trying to not force, but we're really trying to enforce the need to go back home and invest in our country. Yes, people don't see the need of it right now because they're looking at it, people feel like Liberia is unsafe. I even came on here one time and I'm just like, listen, my mom, she told me, like, put your set of ghetto when you're going over there, and making sure that you on top of things. So it's just like now, like you said, we have people that are empowered, people are doing great things. So we are now showing that what Liberian people can do. Like, we're just not just regular anymore. Like, we're doing things, we're making moves. So I feel like now we're putting the people like in forefront to be like, yo, you got to come back. And I feel like they were using people who are in different spaces of the world. The lady Bark who had came there, she's COO of Essence and things like that. So we're putting people in the forefront, right, that are doing, things. So people like us that are seeing it, like, okay, let's come back, let's try to see what's going on. So I feel like the main purpose is for us to come back and invest and, like, bring life back into our country, the ones that are here.
Yeah, but we have to get past the point of just like, I'm on your side now. You've won me, and it's what's very rare. Like more so for like even the children. Like, what's the plan that you guys have for the youth when we go back in December?
I love that question. Right. So going to the points that Joel made and what he just said when there's a need. He said I'm tired of people just talking. I'm like, yeah, I definitely understand that. A lot of my constituents have said that to me as well. Like, we always come together. We're always having this event and what we can do. And if you're Liberian, or even if you're not Liberian, you are a Caribbean, or you are associated with Liberian people, I challenge each and every single one of us to not put the responsibility on someone else to make the difference. I challenge each and every single one of us, if it is a foundation, if it is a donation, if it is something that you see that is reasonable to invest your time, your money, your energy into creating narratives or initiatives, projects to better just one child, right? The youth, to better one school, one clinic, one road. If we really look at numbers, the American dollar, the Liberian dollar, to Liberian dollar, American dollar to Liberian dollar is drastic.
Very.
So, yeah.
Is that like a 5 times difference?
Probably more. I believe that
I think
don't
$1.
give me to quote. Yeah.
I think $1 is 200.
No,
Yeah,
but
don't give me the quote.
but the crazy thing about that, no matter what the conversion is,
right?
That US dollar is still equivalent to the power of that US dollar. You might in Liberia, right? Something that you would pay here for deodorant, right? That you'll go to the store and pay $3, $4, $5 in Liberia. That same deodorant will be sold to you for $10, right? You know what I'm saying to you? So. I won't really say it's a need, right?
So
I'll tell you what.
It's our own people hurting our own people.
It's
We have to look at the structure of what Liberia needs. We need roads, right?
Okay. Yes.
And I'm not going towards the entertainment business. Y'all the one who can be throwing parties. Y'all the one who can be hosting club events. Y'all the one. Listen,
it's 1 to 100.
People out here in the diaspora, and I'm not saying everybody. We'll go to the club. We'll spend minimum $1,500. We'll go to the club. We'll spend $2,000. We'll go outside. We'll buy Givenchy, Louis Vuitton. We will go outside. We'll buy YSL, red bottoms. And I'm speaking to myself too. I'm not just pointing fingers. You know what I mean? But let's say if we say. And I challenge you guys, I really encourage you guys to come back in Liberia and really see the energy and the spirit that Liberia holds. It's not hard. It's very easy to fall in love with Liberia. I challenge you to commit 1 year going without those things, or maybe at a minimum, and then reinvest that money to building the road that your Oma live on, to building the road that
but you also have to be honest. Like, I get
how much difference would it make in Liberia? If we took it upon ourselves.
That lives within the Liberian man does not exist, though, sometimes. As someone whose father...
I was just about to say.
My father owns apartment complexes. My father owns car businesses in Liberia. As much as he's lost, is really the love of the country is why he invested in it. Because the money that he's lost over the years, he lost a school because people were fighting over the school. And it's like, these are people in Liberia, not to say they don't have education, but he's in the States. He has children who have education majors. Why are you fighting him for the school?
Right.
It's like sometimes our own people don't want to embetter themselves. And when they see you coming trying to embetter.
Downfall.
Yeah, they will steal the money from your pocket. Like, he had to start his own concrete company to make sure that people not stealing. You get it? Like,
yeah, I get it. I really do.
So when you do say, like, okay, so I feel like that's the problem. What we just said, right? Mm-hmm. What you said is like, us making certain sacrifices for our country, right? But I feel like the problem is...
You don't realize it's a sacrifice.
The sacrifice... Because you know how they say, no risk is no reward. You have to take a risk, right?
Yeah.
But if 10 people took this risk and they all failed, or they all have a story that Johnny's they sent money to Johnny and Johnny went to go buy somebody else with the money and not the materials for the house to be built. How are we going to get this 11th person to put their risk and their money? Because these are people, at the end of the day, this is our hard-earned money. Mm-hmm. And it's just like...
I think the key to that would basically be like what they're working on, right? For people to move back to Liberia, right? Because the Lebanese, the Indian people...
And I mean just to move back, but to reconnect.
The Indian people, the Lebanese people, all these people that live that are exceeding in business, they live in Liberia. They're overlooking the investment. Like, nobody in America owns a business, a beginning business in America yet that not living in America, that live in another country,
right,
and that business is being ran in America. Nowhere in the world. Only Liberians, I think that will make sense where you sit here and you'll send money over there, and that something will be ran the proper way.
That is true.
Because whatever idea you have in your head, the individual that's there that you sending the money to, they don't have no passion for that. They don't care about that. They just all they see is the money.
The money that they don't have.
A lot of people don't understand. Right. A lot of people haven't learned what money is.
That's right.
That never been around money. So in order for you to know what money is, you got to be around money. So money is a tool to get things done. Money is not that valuable where you will lose a relationship or you will lose certain things about. You feel me?
I mean, people. Yeah, people break up for money all the time. Don't say that.
No. Not for me. No,
that is the number one root of evil.
Yeah, so I feel like what they're working on, right, is such an amazing thing, right? But I'm trying to figure out, right, how is this going to be very effective, right? Because I was there in Liberia, like I said, American people that's not even from Liberia, they came there.
Right.
They was a part of the program. It was a program that did. It's very nice. What they did, we went to the mansion. They give us free food. We ate. You understand? It was great.
That is a part of the Diaspora Annual Return.
Yeah. It was a good. I feel like it was a good idea. But what happened after that? Because me and them had plans where we was going to do a charter flight. We was going to try to figure out how to. And my problem, what I'm thinking was going on, right? Mm-hmm. If this thing is about the diaspora connecting with Liberia, why am I seeing a lot of the people that's a part of this program, most of them are people that are based in Liberia when it comes to the entertainment side of this program? I don't see a lot of entertainers. I don't see a lot of entertainers in America, like promoters, people who actually have the audience of Americans that's going to go to Liberia are part of this. Why do they have a lot of Liberians that live in Liberia that don't really have that connection with Americans a part of this thing? While we are the front runner who have been pushing this Liberian culture for decades are now part of this organization. I want to know what's going on.
I do agree with that because
I want her to
shake pigs. There was this one organization that was trying to get me to do a festival this upcoming December, and we finally had a meeting back in like August, July. This was before even Philadelphia, so I was so excited. I'm like, I got Philadelphia, and I'm gonna do a festival in Liberia. I'm doing great. And when we got on the meeting, the one guy, he was very excited. He was talking about collaborating American, Liberian-based artists and bringing them back home so we can get a bigger crowd to come out in Liberia and, maybe even get some Americans to come as well to Liberia to make it a thing. I'm telling you, we got on that phone. His business partner got on the phone and said, why are we bringing Liberian artists from America? Like, he's literally thought that there was no point to it at all. He was like, no, we're not doing it in December. We're doing it in January. Why would we do it in January when everybody coming home in December?
Yeah, so for me, I really want to know, like, why every time these organizations, government organizations, they're not connecting with people, like, why they don't see the importance in what we're doing over here, but they want our people in there to go over there, to bring the money.
Because we're the ones who got the money. But I do agree with that because how are we going to make a connect when I don't have half the people on the fly? I don't know them except for the president.
I'm sorry, we don't know.
So it's just like we don't really know you guys. But like, I mean, you're going to be there, so you're going to represent for the diaspora. So
please kind of enlighten us and let us know why we Liberians continue to run systems that couldn't be really effective. Because if I'm doing something that I want to attract Liberians in America, I would reach out. I would deal with people that have the audience of Americans and Liberians in America.
Let's ask her, what keynote speakers do you guys have coming from the States?
I want to, before I answer that, right? Because I have so many questions being thrown at me all the time.
You guys are bombarding my
body. This is serious. This is passion. We in the fries.
Definitely.
I actually want, I'm very psychological. I want to throw the question back on you, Joel. Mm-hmm. I want to ask you, why do you think they don't involve you all?
I feel like a lot of organizations in Liberia is based off of who I know personally. A lot of things in Liberia, when it comes to the entertainment space, like I have this fight with artists a lot in Liberia. Artists, promoters, content creators, they only want to do things for people that can sit down, that they know personally, like they can eat with, their friend in. Those are only people they feel like they can work along with. And that's a crazy mindset because you're not being effective. Because in order for you to be effective in like entertainment, you have to be able to work with other people because everybody have different reality, right? Different audience, different spaces, different things like that. So if I'm trying to get bigger than what my community, I want to reach out to people in different spaces to work with. So I can attract their audience. So that's every Liberian, all these organizations, that's the format they use. Even the government, they will hire their family member, their friends, and things like that.
Right.
So we got to get away from that. We got to get away with working with people that can get the job done. Not because I know you, that means if I have an opportunity, I'm going to just pull you inside. Not, even though you're not equipped to get the job done. You feel me?
Do you think they lack innovation because of comfortability?
Yeah, that's it. Comfortability. Who they know? Or you my let me. I got the opportunity. Let me put my friend.
Well,
in.
honestly, when it comes to this Diaspora Annual Return and Diaspora Conference, truthfully, I genuinely believe that, like I said, this is the second year. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, where now like I am on the show. I am connecting with you. This is a connection that is being built now.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me, of course. This is a connection that we're building now, you know, that I'm bringing it to the forefront. Like, I want you guys on board. That's why I'm here. That's why we're connecting. That's why we're building. It doesn't sometimes, and the people that are in these positions who are creating this may not specifically know who to reach out to. They're just looking at the people who are perhaps doing the work that aligns the most with what they have going on.
Understood.
And sometimes they don't always see the broader picture of what you guys can bring to the table in the entertainment industry. They're like, well, this is, you know, for our culture. This is for our, you know, initiative to create. So just even mentioning on the entertainment, we are having a Heritage Award.
I see that. I'm actually on the page right now.
Yes.
And I'm looking. You guys are having a Heritage Awards. You guys are doing a One Liberia march.
That's the 30th. The Heritage
And you guys are doing a
Awards
peace
on
and
the 20th.
reconciliation
Dialogue.
dialogue.
Yes.
So that goes also back to like, you know.
And that's on the 18th.
Yes. So this also goes back to what Joel was saying. Is just like, I think I seen like they're trying to like, you know, make the Heritage Awards like a diaspora and like, you know, a back home thing. So that also goes where it's just like, are we just not paying attention to people who are making these moves and things like that? Because honestly, I feel like when you think of, I'm trying to really feel like where's the disconnect? You know what I'm saying?
I just for example, do you mind giving us the names of people who are
Keynote speakers.
Keynote speakers, the people in there who are part of this stuff. Like we need to know, right? Because at the end of the day, like I keep saying this, right? Like for example, I just told you about this Liberian kid who is playing football in the college football and Heisman Trophy. They for us to go vote for him, like he's being nominated for things like that, right? So there's a lot of Liberian people that are doing amazing, great stuff, and these people are not a part of conversations. Why? We Liberians got to stop this thing where we are not in a space where we want to do research. You got to if you want to do something so major like this, you got to have a research team that's going to research the people who actually need to be a part of this. You don't just get up and say, "Oh, I want to be a part of something so major like this." This is a major thing. It's not no small thing.
Major.
It's major. And then you just do it with people that you know. No.
Well, it seems like their first day event, the Peace and Reconciliation Dialogue. That seems like to be basically what we are discussing right now. How
to bridge and grab.
Yeah, it's called Peace and
But it
Reconciliation.
did it last year, you guess. So you didn't bridge the gap last year.
You gotta keep bridging it. You gotta keep building
Yes, it's an ongoing process.
It's not gonna happen overnight. We are still behind.
1 year thing.
Like I said, last year I went through there. I talked to the people there.
I think
Right.
just
The
the
guy-
So you are on. So you have.
No,
been
I
connected.
know.
You
I know.
Are you one of the keynote speakers, Joel?
I'm not doing. I'm
should
not
be,
a part
right?
of nothing. I went there and I had a conversation with the people.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like these people, they know certain people, right? And I feel like they are just comfortable working with who they personally know.
So you gotta go disrupt the peace.
And what I'm trying to say to you, and the problem with that, it's not being effective because the people you personally know that you guys. So if I
give me an example.
So basically what he's
of
saying is
how
that,
you
right?
wanna see-
For example, right?
How you want it? How would you think that this should be ran? Like, give me an example of the structure of what.
I feel like this is how I feel, right? I feel like if you want to do something that targeting Americans Liberians in America, right?
You should bring more like Americans.
You need to bring more Americans that are living in America, not Americans that moved to Liberia, that live in Liberia, that have no connection with Americans in America.
Yeah.
And well, those are the people that are on ground actually representing the diaspora that we can see.
No, love.
Those are the people that are on ground who can actually say that this is my home. I'm doing the work. I'm investing my time.
So I think that's
why would we disregard those people?
No, let's not.
We're not disregarding them.
Yeah,
it's just that they are other people.
To bridge the gap, it's easier if you get the American Liberians as well. Because if you only use the people that are back home, the American Liberians, we don't see the importance.
We don't know nothing that's going on there. We don't.
Following. Like, okay, for example, right, because we're in the entertainment business, I do have I follow a lot of people that's in the Liberian entertainment, right? So some people, they might know my name or things like that, but if you ask me about, if you say Good Time JT in Liberia, probably only a few will know. But if you ask about me here, I done probably touched every state that Liberians have been in, whether it's coming for a festival, whether it's coming for Liberia. So we're around. You get what I'm saying? We done been posted on these different blogs and things like that, so you do see things that are going on, but that's where it goes back to people are just being lazy and they're content with working with the people they're working with. And honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with Joel on this. There hasn't been any elevation working with the same people, so we got to switch it up.
With the same people?
We have to switch it up some type of way. We got to try to.
No, for me, I'm newly on board.
Right,
I'm someone that's newly on board, and I've just recently came on board, so they are doing their research to reach out to the people that they see that are showing up to what needs to be showed up. I know you were at the Diaspora, the conference, and you were there last year, so I don't know
so Nick, let's be
why
honest,
you're
right?
saying that you have not been connected. I'm not sure if you're listening, if you're looking to be a front runner, put yourself in that space to be a front runner.
But hear me for a second.
Let me ask you this, right? Do you feel like
taking keynote speakers? So I'll put myself in the position.
Nick, so again,
I know how to petition.
This is an honest
I definitely
question.
do want y'all to be really involved. This platform is so special to our culture, right? And I definitely do want to see, and that's why I'm here. So I mean, if you were going to be back home in December, I would expect to see you a part of the Diaspora Annual Return. You should. Are you looking to have J Biz flyer?
No.
J Biz
promotion. Hold on. I would find a piece because I like to be balanced.
Because you should take the initiative to promote it anyway. This is our home.
Of course, but I think conversations do need to be had where it's like, once again, we ask, who are the keynote speakers? What are the conversations that are being held? What are some of the subjects? As a Christian Jehovah's Witness girl, like when we have conventions, it's like, okay, brother so-and-so is giving this talk and he's going to be discussing this.
Right.
So that's what I think they're trying to get to is, who are the people who are in Liberian Americans who are coming over, and what conversations would they be having to engage the Liberians who are on foot? Because that's once again how we bridge the gap.
So the thing about what we're trying to say, right, is this, right? We're basically trying to say, in order for this program to be effective, you guys need to incorporate people that are on this end. And these people don't need to be going to you and say, "Oh, I want to be part of it." No. You have to do your research.
Joel, this okay.
Yeah, you have to do your research.
I'm gonna have to stop you. I'm gonna have to stop you, real.
No.
Because if you love your country, like she just said,
show up.
No. Hear me for a second. I did. That's what I did. I show up. I did show up.
All your flowers for that.
I show up. I went there last year. I went there last year.
Right.
And I show up. I was there. I had conversation with the people. I sure had conversation with them. After you talk to them, it's just like, you know how you take water, you throw on a
so
rock?
I feel like what the disconnect is. I don't think. Do you feel like they don't? You don't feel like they don't take.
They don't value.
I think what it is.
They're not valuing what we
because y'all my friend. That's why they kept y'all coming at me like this.
No. I'm about to defend you though, right? I'm actually about to come to your aid. Actually, so she's basically just saying like she just came in. So right now she's representing the diaspora. So shout out to you. So and at the end of the day, everybody on this couch, we know her. So she knows what we're doing over here. So somebody has to be the voice for us. So I'm happy that you're going to be there and you're going to be able to, cultivate and see what's going on. And also what I have learned and what I have noticed, right? Liberian people, we don't take our entertainment serious. So I'm no disrespect to you, right? You probably went there, and them was like, yeah, that man won't buy the flight. You want to make more money?
No,
like, and
but
they
let's
don't
be
see.
real. Let's talk
and we're
about
being real.
The mindset that some people might carry.
And we're being real, right? I personally feel like they don't take entertainment serious. They don't see how the reach of entertainment can be a big thing when it comes to Liberia, because every other African country has done it. Let's look at South Africa. South Africa has used their entertainment
everywhere.
To everywhere. China, I'm just saying, but like,
Japan,
look at how Amapiano has elevated so quick.
Not Nigeria tourism, entertainment.
But yeah, it's a big thing. So I feel like that's the reason why they're gonna look at us and not take us serious other than Knicks. Because you know what? Honestly, when you look at your page, you can see that you're more on the political side. And Liberians love politics. They're gonna and I'm gonna exactly. And you know why I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? Back in Jersey, I'm very heavily involved when it comes to Liberian Community Association there and the different organizations. And once I did that, that's when they really started to see, like, okay, this girl's entertainment can be used as a voice to get other things done.
Right.
Liberians as a whole hasn't got that yet. They don't look at tourism or entertainment as bringing money back in the country, and that's where I feel like that's where the disconnect comes in. They don't know the power that me and you have for being over here, being promoters and doing different events that's pushing Liberian culture. They don't see it as that. They just look at it as we're just not,
party promoters.
We're just party promoters. But they don't know that I was just in New York with a simple Liberian sweatsuit on, and maybe 30 people came up to me to find out what was going on.
You put on for the country.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Suit. So, like, it's little things that Liberians are still behind on, that they don't see how we're really pushing the culture with little things that's just fashion, little things that's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like that's the reason why, and I'm not and I'm not knocking it, and I feel like that's the reason why she is in that space. So maybe we might have to tap in a little bit with the politics side, because I have, and
your presentation is.
It's kind of honestly, and I give that. So I see why they would look at you and be like, okay, I think we could work with with her.
Yeah, so wait, before you be shady, let me just drop this, and I think I feel like even growing up, just me being who I am, I always seen the importance of having duality, right? And I think that's just the person that I am, and that's the spirit and the energy that I walk into, where I can sit in any room and fit in.
For sure.
And I think, that maybe that is just also my calling, to be able to bridge that gap, and that's why I have been put in this place, to bring the people that I know that are as effective as Joelle, as Schmidt, as JT, to say, come on, let's bring on board.
I see that, though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and
I see that.
This is the opportunity. This is why our dialogue is important, right? But she be looking at me like, girl,
I'm about to say it.
I'm trying to drop something. What you got for me?
I just want to say, with the Miss International competition, that's another example of they should have been able to bridge the gap in so many ways. They, no disrespect to the person that they did choose, and I understand we all know they love them. But they had opportunity to pick girls in America. There were 8 girls who ran. 7 of them lived in the States. Only one of them was in Liberia. That's the only person who got picked.
So 8 girls ran. 7 girls was in America.
One girl
got picked in Liberia.
Yes, that's who got picked.
Even though I know the girl, she's very nice.
Yeah, I don't even want to put her down like that.
Such a sweetheart, but how...
I was one of the girls who ran.
We in the fries.
I was one of the girls who ran.
Yeah, I want to know. I didn't know about
it. The girl is cool, right?
Yeah, but officially Miss International Liberia.
But the thing about it, I want to know, right? The thing about it, right?
She's actually so cute. We could cut that.
No.
I know nothing's getting cut. No, I'm just joking.
No. The thing about it, man, I
she's actually the forerunner of this event.
That's beautiful.
Of this conference.
Once again, but this is our point.
What's her name?
Because she's showing up in the. Sorry.
But that is the point.
She's
once again, you guys want to connect the diaspora.
Her name is what, Philomena?
I think it's Philomena. Yeah, it was Philomena. Yeah, it was Philomena.
No, I think it's different from Philomena talking about.
Is that different from Philomena?
Yeah, the one.
I don't even know
the one you talking about.
What's going on with the Miss International.
I didn't know they even had
it. Yeah, different. It's different from Philomena. The other Philomena talking about, she's a part of this thing, and like I said, like. They continue to use the same people in there you get.
Yeah, so it's like I ran. Miss Smith ran. I'm a ballroom princess. I walk pageantries. I do all of that in my regular life. They said they can't pick me. They went and picked the girl in Liberia. I'm not saying I'm the better option. I am saying I'm the better option, respectfully. But my point being
is, your big one.
You have someone who is established on a network show like In the Fries. You have someone who's established in ballroom culture, which is not just African people. It's a whole other community in itself. And then as well, I'm established in the Black American community. You went and chose someone who was only in the Liberian community, and she's not even established. She's not even refined. She's not put together.
Oh, me and I part of the conversation.
Because when you send her to Miss International,
her grievance.
Respectfully, they have to be a representative of our country. When you see Miss Cuba, she's put together. When you see Miss Brazil, she's put together, is she not? When you see Miss Norway, am I wrong? If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying.
Checking out this.
Listen,
I just feel like you guys are getting caught up in the shade. No. The point. I need y'all to hear the point.
Since you already know how I give it up. Public flux. It's okay. Sometimes you need, and Joel, you already know.
Simplicity.
Somebody got to say it sometimes, bro.
You guys are so comfortable with being simple and like keeping things cute and coy that they looked at me as a dangerous option. But when it comes to Miss International,
but how did they pick who win? That's the question I want to ask.
Yeah,
I don't know. When it came down to the question, they said who the president of the country. I said Joseph Fakwe Bokwa. I knew the man's middle name. I knew everything. I'm educated. Yeah, I said it all.
Okay. Yeah. Not me. I want to know, how do they pick the winner?
I don't know. They said that my look. They said my look was a little too explicit for them, and they were uncomfortable with sending me to Miss International.
Do you feel they are a little
explicit? Pause on that one. Miss Brazil is running around in a thong bikini on stage. Miss Cuba is running around in a thong bikini on stage.
Let's get back
Africa,
to who
Liberia is. But that's the point. But
you know certain things ain't gonna fly in Liberia.
We have to understand.
We can cut.
We have to no, because like I get your point.
I don't think anyone's getting my point.
I agree with you though.
Sometimes there's specific images that Liberian people look for.
But that's what JT's saying about the entertainment. We don't take certain things serious.
Christianity. We are rooted in certain principles that Liberian people carry. Right?
I'm out of this conversation.
So we have to be real. We are not at the point where we're revolutionized to American standard.
We need to revolutionize.
I think honestly, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one because I personally really enjoy structure. Right?
I love it, but at a certain
really
point,
enjoy a discipline and a standard to hold. When you have no standard, or when I'm not saying it's not standard, but when you have no foreground of what you need, what you're looking at.
You can't dissect that and say because one person does something different, they don't have standard, they don't have morale. You do not get to sit on the high horse and say because I'm Christian, I have moral standard. That's not right.
I don't
very wrong.
But society, right?
Yeah,
like society is letting Miss Cuba, Miss Norway, Miss all these people
those are
do
not
the team.
African countries. Even outside of Liberia, within
let me look up Miss Nigeria's outfit.
I don't know what you're wearing that day. I don't know what you're wearing that day.
No, they had a problem with me doing ballroom. They said because I did ballroom, they felt as if it was a conflict of interest.
What do you mean by that?
Because I do my ballroom competitions when I go on stage and I do all my flamboyant stuff. It was a conflict of interest, and they said someone who does that cannot represent Liberia.
So that's their rule. That's their
and that's their. I'm not saying standard of like morale, but I'm saying standard of what they look for, of the guidelines of what they look for to represent their country. And we have to understand that with Liberian people, we come from a place of where.
So you're basically telling me I was born at the wrong time.
Not even just religion, but God.
The rules would have been a little bit looser.
Maybe.
I mean, yes, but I feel like we really can all agree
but because of that
Liberia's standards, we have not moved with the rest of the world
at all.
And we've seen that though. So like even when it comes to even you can't keep saying
moral compass, bro. Like we all got morale.
But we can see that though. So like things like that, we already know they're not playing that.
They're not playing that. I don't know, Smitty.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
But I see you
because I see you. You're grinding. You're working hard. You're doing your thing.
So you're telling me just because my ass is big,
so what you do?
I'm talking. Yeah, I feel like I keep getting cut off. I don't like getting cut off.
Schmidt is
because my ass is big.
We gotta let her give up.
I want to give you an idea.
Because my ass is big. I can't pass a certain way. If me wearing skirts to my knee, when I stand up, will be to my knee.
I want to give you an idea. Start ballroom in Liberia, but you
can't start ballroom in Liberia.
Yes, you can.
You can go start ballroom in Liberia, but you can't do Miss Liberia.
You have to
of that.
There's a certain demographic of girls that are going to appreciate exactly who you are. And one thing that I always say about you as my friend in general is I always say we appreciate you because you show up authentically as yourself.
Thank you. I respect that.
So there's a certain demographic of girls that are looking at you in the diaspora and back home. They're like, wow, I love her energy because I see myself in her. But then that's why I feel like that goes back into underrepresented. Well, that's what you can.
But they have rules and regulations.
There's a need in Liberia,
and there's opportunity. In charge of the Miss Liberia, she throws kink events. She throws events where people go and get tied up by rope.
You said
my thought too much, but you don't invite me to an event where people tie each other with ropes.
Like I just said.
So for me, I can't do it.
I can't really talk on this because I didn't even know they had an international.
They do.
Yeah.
Again, but
I didn't know either.
I was one of the 7 runners, and then I sent my video in. I didn't get picked. When they finally dropped the girl who got picked, they copied my entire video.
The girl that got picked, I think I know her. She has a charity in Liberia. Mm-hmm. She has a cooking show. She has a cooking business. She's doing well. She's doing a good job. So I want to say
she's a good representation.
She is, but I don't know about the other.
Why hold the Miss International?
I don't know about the other 6 because like I don't know what the other 6 got going on. So we got to take a look at it. Like if only one person, I think they ran I think more than 6 people ran Liberia.
No, it was 8. I was on the conference call.
So it was 8 people
totally.
No, it was
only one girl in Liberia. Yes.
So I don't know how
I was able to. Well, I got kicked out.
Obviously. I mean, that goes back to connection, like getting reconnected to where you come from, going back home.
Yeah,
and I'm not even saying like, but really, like Joel said, start what you want to start. Like,
go back home. Start what you want to start.
Start what you want to start. Go back home and build those connections.
Change the conversation.
You
bring your own rules and regulations. That's what we do. I go Liberia. I go do my own thing over there.
Sure,
I'm an individual. I go over there, right? That's what I do. When I go over there, people be like, "Oh, my man, why you?" No, I go there. I go do my own thing because nobody can tell me what to do. That's my country. I'm from Liberia.
I respect that, but I'm not as established as you, Joel. I don't have that privilege.
Yeah, I'm just a hustler now. You're
a hustler as long as I've been living.
Yeah, I'm a hustler. That's what I do.
So I'm looking at her page, Miss International Liberia. Her name is Precious, actually.
No, she's very cool. She's cool.
Yes. Hey, y'all. But Philomena, she is one of the forerunners of this annual, Diaspora Conference, return. And she's doing a lot of great things on ground. And that's when you made mention.
I'm gonna say, wait, Joel, you on her page though.
I said she cool. That's what I just said. I know her.
I'm gonna say, wait,
I know the girl.
That's what I said. Like Joel. I see the watch.
I know the girl. She cool.
Drop pictures.
So it says, who are those? Oh, so she was asking you about your label.
No, she good. That's what I'm saying. She is
okay.
Like she actually is working towards.
One thing I like about Enterprise, they'll be all Enterprise now.
Yeah,
what are we lying for? We're not cutting off.
Like, wait, who this dark skin nigga on the thing?
She's not a girl. She cool.
She got you pinned on her page too.
Oh,
not a girl.
Pass the phone around. We got to see. We
don't know. No, she did an interview for us.
I wanted to,
she did an interview
but
for us.
But shout out, again, and this is, and I'm just gonna say this. I support everything Liberian. Shout out to you, Miss Precious. I didn't know about this, but yeah. I see that, she has
that's the representative that we're sending to Miss
International. You look real cozy, Joel, in that.
Nick, 2 cent back.
Okay, so she's an event decorator.
She do a lot of different
She does food. She does private part, So
she has a charity.
She's tapped in.
Yeah,
as you can see, she's probably tapped in with a lot of people because she does a lot of things.
But it shouldn't just because you're tapped in. Miss International is still a pageant.
And I agree.
Respectfully.
Because if you're not
a pageant,
and I agree because if you're going to be in Miss Liberia, then it's going to be in the country of Liberia. So I agree.
I encourage us international to go to the Heritage Awards.
Well, we got to see who's hosting.
Now let's talk about this Heritage Award. Let's talk about the Heritage Award, right?
Yes.
How are they picking who they're giving awards to?
I think it's a system. It's a system of voting, of suggestions, of nominations.
Where's the nominations? We didn't see no nomination. We didn't see nobody.
Okay, could you tell us some of the things that people
have any insights about this?
They're so negative. Let me positive.
Yeah, let her go. Go ahead. Do your thing now.
Yes. We don't have specific segments right now at this moment that I know of, and I don't want to misspeak because I'm not a part of that, committee, that planning committee. So I don't want to misspeak, but particularly, I'm not sure of that. I'm more on the marketing, promotion, communication side. But I'm sure they are doing nominations and voting on who they're going to decide to award that to.
Is it going to be open to the public in America here to vote for people? Because we did November 12th.
I think
it's a few months from December.
December 23rd.
Nominations ain't come out yet. Nominations ain't come out yet. The voting
20th.
information ain't come out yet. So how are we gonna vote?
At the ministerial complex.
So how are we gonna vote who we think need to win? Is it gonna be open to the public, or are they doing their own voting inside?
I believe that we can incorporate that next year if that's not already incorporated.
I asked a question. The question I'm asking you, are they just picking who they want to get awards to? Or they letting the people of Liberia pick who deserve these awards?
I believe just like the Grammys, and they have a board of who they're going to vote and decide to give it to. God. The board is going to decide. Would you like your name to be nominated?
Yes, I think I'm about to say should be nominated.
Y'all please nominate Joelle.
Please.
I beg y'all.
I'm not going to lie to you, right? Everything I'm saying, I'm not saying it for myself. I'm just saying it for the people that come in after us, right? And the way our people operate, it's not right? And we, in order to be effective, that's why things are not being very effectively, because we're not actually doing these things the appropriate way, right? Actually working with appropriate people to get the job done. We're just actually coming up with ideas. Beautiful.
I'm really going to beg to differ with you, right? Because who is to say everyone in their own mindset thinks that their way should be the right way?
No,
and they're going to have
I'm not saying
people.
Results are how you know things are being done the right way, when you see results.
Okay.
No, everybody here know what results look like.
So you believe that how you think that the structural organization should go is technically the right way. That's
not how I see it. I said, this is what I'm saying. Listen to me, right? Results.
This is first, we have to realize this is the second year where we're actually putting a stamp on what we have going on.
Yes. So I feel like we need to also
you have to give grace and time.
No.
Grace
is being given the first time.
We got some heavy hitters on the board that's really trying to move the needle within our committee, within our Diaspora Conference committee.
You guys trying to do what?
We have some heavy hitters that are really trying to move the needle on what's really going on.
So can you give us some names of these people?
You're trying to keep so corporate right now.
Yeah, we need names. We need
political. We gotta have
and
political.
I respect your boundaries. This is your job.
Yeah, we need names. We need names of the heavy hitters.
This ain't the place where we really respect jobs.
So we need names of the heavy hitters so we can know, because where there's some of the heavy hitters there.
Dr. Clarice Kula, she is the chair for this planning committee. Erasmus, who is also, the head of the diaspora office.
What are their jobs actually outside of being chairman and da-da-da? Like Clarice, what does Clarice do in her regular?
Well, she's a doctor.
Okay.
She is specifically within production and film. So she's also in the entertainment industry.
That's amazing. She has a doctorate in entertainment?
I'm not sure if she has a doctorate in entertainment. I do not have this lady's bio.
Doctorates for entertainment. That's still pretty cool, though.
She has her doctorates, yes, but she is a producer. Saline, he is really great within the entertainment industry.
Sally is on there.
Okay.
Salin. Okay. Yes, Salin. So you guys asking for names. I'm not a name dropper.
I'm
not a name dropper.
I think I heard Michael Blackson.
Michael Blackson is also on the team.
Okay. I like that.
Michael Blackson is on the team. We have Van Vicker on the team. There is a lot of people who are really behind this initiative.
Is
Van Vicker?
Okay. These names, right? Okay, these names, right? The Van Vicker, the Michael Blackson. These are beautiful names, but
who are the Americans?
These people are not connected with the Liberian community in America.
Incorrect.
They're not.
Incorrect. I would have to say,
I
would have to say, Michael Blackson is definitely connected with the
Liberian community in America.
Yes,
when have you seen Michael? When have you seen Michael? I have Michael Blackson's number on my phone too. But tell when we talking, right? I'm not talking for me personally, relationship with people, because I met Michael. When I talk, I got
Michael Blackson. He's always in Delaware and Philly.
No,
and in Trenton as well.
Like I just said, is he connected with? How is he connected with the Liberian community?
I know he's connected with my Liberian community association. I know that for a fact.
No. So, I'm not saying it's so. See, the problem we're having right now, right? The problem we're having right now, right, is that social Liberian Community Association.
Okay.
Are they even connected with Liberian people?
Yes. How are you
No, they're not. They're not.
The Liberian community is not connected to Liberian people.
They're not. Because everything they do, everything they do, right, is based how much it benefits them, not the Liberian people. That's how this real you see, that's the problem with my people, right?
Okay.
We create organizations to benefit us. Only the Liberian organization can show up when somebody die to bury people.
I agree.
That's it.
Okay.
So what happened with them coming together to create programs, businesses, plans?
Okay, but we're staying. Okay, let's stay on track, right?
We are.
But you just said these people. You said Van Vicker, Michael Blackson.
They're not connected to the community. They're not.
How? Van Vicker is one of the most popular African artists.
He's not connected to the Liberian community. I'm not saying he's not popular.
What's the name that you would like to see as a keynote speaker?
I'm not saying he's not popular. I'm saying they're not connected. So these conversations need to be had.
They're not connected to you, Joel.
Michael Blackson is very well connected with I think the president's son and things like that. So
the thing about it is,
I mean,
the president's son don't.
Oh my God, you guys are not.
You'll be surprised, bro.
You guys are not understanding when I say connected with Liberian people, right? Michael Blackson, you say you're trying to connect with Liberian people. He connected with Liberian community.
Isn't he building a school in
Liberia?
Liberia?
Asking her what are certain people who are pillars in the Liberian
Correct me if I'm
American
wrong.
community.
Is he not building a school in Liberia?
Is he connected to with Liberian people, JT? That's what you're saying to me.
He goes back home all the time.
He goes back home, and I'm asking you.
He goes back home to get a check. He gets paid every time.
So ain't you going to go home and get a check?
No, I'm going to go.
You ain't going to make money?
No.
Stop the cap.
Every time I go back to Liberia, I don't go make a check. Because I spend more money than I make in Liberia. I'm telling you. Every time in Liberia, I spend more money than I spend more money than I make in Liberia.
But that goes back to people when they're investing. Right now, you're doing it for the love of your country, but you're not about to tell me that you're not doing events that are going to be beneficial to you as well.
So my events that I do in Liberia is based off of me trying to bring something new to Liberia.
You go to Liberia
making money.
in a month that is popping.
No,
why don't you go to Liberia in March?
I went in April. I was in Liberia in April.
You went to Liberia in April?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
This year.
You went to April. What did you go there to do?
What you mean?
What'd you go there to do?
To go hang out and to go do fundraiser and then to go sign an artist in Liberia.
Okay, cool. And also your main time before you went in April, every time you went to Liberia, was it not in December? Okay, and when you went to Liberia in December, did you not have an event?
Yes, I did.
So you made money off of that event, right?
No.
No. I did not.
Because the profit margin probably wasn't large.
You know what I did?
No,
When I go to Liberia, I do events, right? I pay the people, the Liberian people that work the events, right? The money that I invest in it, I don't make it back, right?
Okay.
So basically, me going to Liberia is actually for me to actually go there to give these people information on how to actually really get things done the proper way.
This is the real doctor.
I'm really trying to tell you something.
But he said people not doing it the right way, so maybe Joel got the blueprint. So give us the results.
So me basically on this show telling you. Michael Blackson is not connected to the Liberian community. He needs to do more. He needs to come.
Is this a public plug-in?
He needs to be a part of it. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. We all need to stop this stuff, right? What we do as Liberians, right? We allow people to use the culture, right? To get engagement and gain what they need to gain for themselves. Not to put back into the community. And these people, we take these people in there. We put them in face front of being a part of Liberian, represent Liberia. They do not represent Liberia. Michael Blackson going to represent Liberia based off of how valuable it is to him, how he can gain from it. I'm telling you. Nobody, people in America think Michael Blackson more from Ghana and Liberia. What you guys are talking about?
My Ghanaian sister here, when I said Michael Blackson Liberian, she called me and said, no,
that
Ghanaian.
We need to stop this.
You are right about that.
We need to stop this. We need to stop this. It's not right to the Liberians who are actually pushing everything on the line based off of Liberia being a better space. Okay, so
he literally just created a whole promotional video for this event.
And basically what Joel is saying that he was paid to do that.
He's getting a check.
I don't believe so.
He's getting a check.
I don't believe so.
He's getting a check, baby.
I don't believe so. I genuinely believe that he has a passion for Liberia. He's going back home more and more. We have to understand where Liberia has come from and where we are now. Liberia is not the Liberia that the generation before us known it to be.
True.
We were just here talking about Liberia was a country where people described it as destitute, where they did not want to go back. They had no hope or courage to going back. So if now he's tapping into his roots and saying like, yeah, this is where I'm coming from. I am seeing the growth and I am seeing the potential. We should not knock him for that.
So what happened in hold on, it's 12 months in a year, right? December, right? What happened to all the other times? We have a very large community in America, right? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things Michael Blackson can be a part of to actually shine light on the Liberian community within. I'm not targeting him, right? This is me trying to tell us the people that are having conversations with him need to be real with him and say, bro, we know you're doing these surface level things, right? There's more you could do to actually help the Liberian. Hold on for a second, right? Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hear me out, right?
I'm listening.
When I talk, I'm not talking because I want to talk bad about people and this and that. I want us to actually change, to move forward, to be effective, for things to actually be working. Michael Blackson has a lot of power, influence when it comes to entertainment, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things he could do for Liberian artists, Liberian people. He could create events. It's a lot of things he could do. A lot more things he could do than actually to all the people that got on their team to be a part of the team. It's like face value, right? To actually attract people to come to it. It's more we need to be doing than just attracting people to come to an event.
And that's why I need you all at the peace dialogue, reconciliation, conversation, because we need y'all in the room. We need y'all to voice this out. You know, you never know who might hear or what connection you might build to get this initiative. But what I am going to say is you have to understand, you yourself just sat on this couch and said, Liberians are only people who feel like we can just send money back home and things are going to. You have to understand, like, let's be real. You know, I'm a realistic person. How can someone want to 100% invest time, energy, and money? I believe somebody, who was it? Boniface Oganti. Mm-hmm. He sat on a podcast. He said he invested $1 million.
He did. He lost $1 million. You know, he lost $1 million.
Liberia.
Do you know how he did it?
Right? Because so somebody hearing that on a podcast, you think somebody else is about to say, oh yeah, let me go sit here and say, let me invest my other $1 million? No, that's why we're having these conversations, so we can get back in the rooms, because the more times we're in the rooms, then we're going to change the atmosphere to create more trust for us to be able to build what we need to build back home.
He lost $1 million.
We do appreciate you coming here to have this conversation, open dialogue, even though, you know, I hope we don't feel like we have attacked you.
No, what you guys are doing. I can take the heat.
With Liberians, it's good to poke holes at things sometimes to see what the actual infrastructure are. And I'm happy that you at least finally told us some of the keynote speakers is, you know, my husband. But I coming now. I wasn't coming. You remember when you asked me in the room, you coming to Liberia?
So
I coming.
Van Vicker got you on board. Shout out to Van Vicker.
Don't say it like that. But what he's saying, this is Van Vicker. But what I think we are just so stuck on are the keynote speakers that will be coming from the Liberian American community coming over there. We know you are a great representative and we appreciate your time. But also, you know, I guess this is where you kind of throw it back at us, like make sure you guys show up. So since you guys want representation. So that actually is about all of us, that we actually do have to show up.
I'm going to be there.
I'm gonna see you there.
Exactly.
They're gonna see me. I'm gonna be there because I'm not coming from a bad space. If you guys I'm not coming from a bad space. I'm just literally, I'm just tired.
Let's touch on these events. Which event are you going to be at? So we have the Peace and Reconciliation Conversation Dialogue happening on December 18th. Mm-hmm. We have the Heritage Awards happening on the 20th. We have the Christmas Cantina on the 21st. And we have the March happening on the 30th. So what event can I say that I want to put Joelle promotion, J-Biz promotion, Joelle as a person?
No, but for real though,
what can I? At the end of the day, you going there.
Listen. Yeah. At the end of the day, we over here, we know your importance, and you're going. So if you're going to be there, you're going to have to be that person that's going to push it. You get what I'm saying? As much as you know, because I feel like sometimes, and I feel like I'm guilty of this too, we know what we've been doing, so sometimes it's just like, if niggas not coming to ask me, it's just like, yo,
I'm cool off it.
And you can agree, sometimes we do, you know, we do that sometimes, but where the love that we have, we can't just sit back anymore. We have to. We got to keep on pushing it, even though it's annoying that the recognition that we may deserve, we're not getting it. But I feel like we gotta keep on putting our name out there. And I say this all the time. You have to be present. So people can see you. You got to keep on pushing it, regardless if you're not getting the results.
And I do respect that you went to the
You're going to get the results one day.
Yeah,
so
I really enjoy seeing you there.
when you do go, you feel me? I feel like you should go to the reconciliation and fluck them. I feel like you need to go to the Heritage Awards.
And fluck them again.
Yeah, no, for real, no, bro. Because if I was there, I promise you, if by the grace of God right now, I'm soon coming to start my GoFundMe so I can get there, because I don't understand how y'all having a Heritage Awards. Y'all don't got the biggest MC hosting it, and I don't see how, because I know y'all got. Because I know you guys have the funds to
people
pay for a flight and and do things like that. So it's also about really paying attention to what people are doing over here too. But since you are already going to be there, you got to you're going to have to public fuck a couple people.
I won't lie to you, right? When I went to the conference, right? You guys know how I spoke. Baku saw me, right, sitting down, and then she just literally called me up to speak. I wasn't even a part of the people speaking, talking, doing whatever. She literally called me up to speak.
Because she knows your significance.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say to you. So basically, like, if I was going to be the kind of individual who didn't want to come talk over there because y'all didn't invite me to come talk, I would have been like, oh, I have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying to you?
True. Some people would look at it.
Some people would be like, no, you didn't invite me to come talk here. But at the end of the day, right, we as Liberians, right, we just need to do research. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, we just need to actually try to figure how to be effective within what we want to do. Like, results. We need results, yo. Like, when I go to Liberia, right, and when I see what's going on in Liberia, and I see the power we have as Liberians, how smart we are, how like educated we are. Like, Liberian people, they get master, doctor degrees. Like, they plenty with a doctor and a master degrees. For that person to be there, huh? And actually, everybody operating based off of how comfortability and beneficial, and that's how everybody operating over there. My friends, all the grants and this and that, is a lot of things are being moved around based off of who they know. It's all about who know who. We need to stop that. Please. So if whatever they working on, we gonna support them. We'll promote it. We'll back it. But after this year, one won't go to next year again. Where based off of we just won't go talk. We won't talk no more about y'all. We're not talking to y'all no more. We'll start protesting moving forward.
I think what Joel was saying
I don't think a protest is necessary. Okay. But I definitely feel like
I don't think
we
I think what he's saying is, if you guys want our investment, the American dollar, and you want people from America, the only way you're going to engage Americans or American Liberians to understand the importance of this event is if you bring actual people as representation. I think that was just the main point. As long as you keep,
we're always open to suggestions, and I love that you guys are bringing this, because you guys, this is our country, this is our culture, this is our Liberia.
We can't deny the fact that the Fries as an official panel on the Peace and Reconciliation. Respectfully, I'm just saying
we might need in the Fries on the Peace and Reconciliation panel.
I think that's the best way to promote it. I'm just saying, because the man's yelling, she's a bigger horse.
I'm going to take it back to my boss.
I'm just saying, if you guys are going to take it back to the planning chair, if you're going to do something during the time where majority of Liberian Americans come back, we have to be involved. It's very, you guys are doing it off of, what's the word I'm saying right now? It's damn, I can't even think of what I want to say right now. It's basically, it's not on purpose. How can I say it?
I don't believe it is.
It's not on purpose, but like, you guys are consciously doing this because you know that in this month, this month of December, this is when most of the Liberians in America that have the funds to come to these different things are coming here. So you guys have to know the importance of the Americans in Liberia, because you guys are doing it when we are coming.
Of course, 100%.
So that's the reason why we're just saying we need to be involved, and we need to know the importance of all of us. That goes from us over here, bridging the gap with over there. It's not only on the Liberians in Liberia, it's also on us too. It's all about us working collectively for our country. It doesn't have to be it's benefiting us. And that's one thing about Liberians, it's only what's good for me.
What's good for me, yeah.
It has to be what's good for our country. That's my biggest thing here. It's just like, we really have to work together. Let's stop putting a price on everything, and let's really do it for the longevity. People don't really see the longevity of things. They just see what is here for right now. So that's my only thing. Like, you guys know, well, like I said, I'm not even saying you, but they know the importance of having events in December. The impact is going to have from people that's coming from here.
The best
over
way to
there,
bridge that gap is to have the American Liberians
we have to be
because
involved.
American Liberians are already in the country, and we see a flyer full of names we don't know. It doesn't.
You know
really
what I'm
feel
saying?
Like
So it's just like definitely, if hypothetically, if it's you know, somebody from here, and we're hosting something, of course they're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm my brother guy. You know, I'm going to come.
I agree. I definitely agree, and I love the suggestions that you guys have brought to the table, and it's definitely an importance. I believe that this is a work in progress.
Definitely.
This is, and I always tell people when I'm involved in things, like currently I'm a part of GGAA, and we're doing all these things. We're hosting toy drives, and we're doing things continually to move the needle, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not in these things for 5 years. I'm not in these things for 1 year. I'm in these things for 25. For the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. So if it's just right now and you see, okay, well, that's a lack. Where there's a lack, where there's a need for improvement, there's an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, and that's why we guys need you there, one, to speak on those opportunities that you can bring to the table. And, just kind of being that bridge. You guys are the bridge. That's why you're here.
We're one of the biggest published podcasts, basically, in our country, and we're not even in Liberia, respectfully. So it does hold a certain power. Radio holds a certain power, is the best way to say.
Right, and I'm just want to say, like, I'm always open to be on board. Mm-hmm. Like, it's nothing that I'm ever going to turn down when it comes to having something to do with Liberia. I don't want to seem like we're just bashing because I have solutions that I actually want to help and be involved. So if you guys are hearing this,
but also,
if you want to reach out to Good Time JT to be on any platform, any board to help, is no fee. I don't have a fee for doing things for Liberians. So I just want to make that very clear too. Like, we're not just here.
Except for my flight.
We're not just here to just We're not just here to just talk about it. But I'm also here to be about it too. Like, I want to see the change. I want to be able for everybody to be like, dang, Liberia's a spot to go back to. Like, I can't wait for it to be 5 or 10 years from now.
Because Liberian Americans sometimes don't feel as if we will be accepted in our own home.
Yep. Because you guys
want us to come and support and love y'all, and we don't feel accepted because
until you go, like you said,
y'all. Exactly. I spent 4-5 months in Liberia straight.
Yeah, I seen that.
And they didn't they was like, I don't know what a girl talking. I don't know how she talking. I can't understand her.
Damn near.
So, that was a disconnect of me, but I had to get there to really see, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how this part of where I'm from can be improved. I put myself in a situation to really, one, gain a larger love.
But you also have to understand it's hard
for the people to get to know me.
To be told they're coming home and being judged in the process of coming home. You're judged already as a Liberian American in America. America does not feel like home for us. And then you go back home to Liberia and it's like, oh, you talk like white girl, or you do this, or you do that.
But that's why you need to go home. That's why you need to be back home.
Yeah, but you should be met with open arms and embrace.
That's anywhere. That's everywhere.
That's anywhere, but they're going to love you. Liberians are one of the most loving, friendliest people. When you go back home, it's a energy. It's a
we were actually ranked number 2 in the world for helping strangers. Actually,
we're good people.
They're good people. They're good people.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
They're probably sending our white man around.
But again, like, we do have and I always say, like, we are a great set of people. I just really can't wait for the world to see. And I always say that all the time.
We are good people.
We are great people, and the world is going to see us, and we're going to have to. We're going to have to be out there,
and we will. We will. So because we're let's be real. We're putting Liberia on the map.
We are.
Liberia is getting on the map, and we're a part of that, and we're making history.
And I will clap for 2025. I will feel like all Liberians all over.
2026 you get.
And again, like I said, regardless of when it was, if it was for the 26th or not, the world's seen Liberia this year.
Yes.
The world has been seeing Liberians. And then on top of that, and I keep on saying this, shout out to Trump. When Trump said that we were good English speaking people, you know how many people,
I think we should end the episode on that note.
No, seriously. But do you know how many people came up to me and was like, yo, you know how many people didn't think that Liberians spoke English?
On good English.
So, shout out to Trump. I need that stimmy, brother.
Or can you tell me one event that, like, we can end on this actually, something more positive. Which event that you're looking forward the most to?
Oh, I love that. Truthfully, it's one of the two. And I'm stuck between the two. I love all of them.
Is it the march?
The march Sure, but for me personally, I love the entertainment space, right? But I also love the space, the political space, and the space of where we're speaking on the peace and the reconciliation of what Liberia needs, right?
So you're really more excited for the conversation.
I'm super excited for the conversation.
You ever seen her talk?
Yeah, but why call
tune them up?
Why
about to serve?
Next, why we keep talking about peace? What a peace?
No, positivity. Right in that episode on positivity.
No, we need peace in our country.
No,
we need peace in our country.
We have
what a war happening like, bro?
We're done with that.
We're still talking about peace. Why they keep adding peace with things within Liberia?
We're not peaceful people. Look at you right now.
Wait, look, I'm sorry. I see people arguing and cussing in y'all board, not the board meetings, in the Congress.
You guys are crazy.
What's the man named Yeke? What's his name?
Right?
That man can be cut like that. I don't think that's peaceful. They don't respect each.
You have to. I don't know. It's the way people dialogue. We have to
people.
We have to start speaking good English in these people boardrooms, man.
We do,
but it's just the way we talk. But Liberia is a very peaceful country. I think we're completely at peace.
Yeah, I don't even think we're disrespecting each other. We're really disrespecting each other. Half the time,
we keep talking about peace.
Yeah, super key. I think we're past the trying to find peace, and we're more into
reconciliation,
growing.
I like that.
So the reconciliation part, right? So that's going to be more so of what? So it's just like
of seeing. The broken down structures, the educational structure system, the financial structure system, where are the holes and the gaps? How can we reconcile that?
I love that.
Okay.
Thank you, Nick, for coming in today.
I love
Thank you for having me, y'all. Yeah. It's a pleasure.
We had a great conversation today on
I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed this conversation. Big shout out.
Everybody who got cussed out this episode.
Few public flooding, but okay, it's out of love though. I just want y'all to do better, man, because I know y'all could do better.
And it's not y'all, it's us.
We could do better. We people need to.
No, I mean the people that are in position to do better.
Yeah,
you are.
You gotta be put in a position to do better. That's what we do. I'm doing the best I could do.
Get on board. We're looking for y'all to be on board.
For sure. Definitely.
Now we here with y'all.
We
together.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. We in the fries.
We can't plug no more else, I guess.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Man. Listen.
Thank you for coming. Oh my God.
Tell me the book is a flight, man. They got money.
You get it.
Let me look up. Let me look up my flight price.
Some pictures with you.
Yeah, let's get some pictures.